G'day folks, Rod from My Water Filter here today, and we're lucky enough to be catching up with Wayne from Grander, Australia again. And this little topic here today, Wayne, is on the benefits of the whole home grander. So I've learned a lot in this area, and as soon as you put a whole house grander on your home, it's fantastic for the home and the water pipes and the appliances and the people living in it and the garden and everything. And now we find out that that water is so good, it goes all the way through to the septic tanks and grey water and things like that, and there is massive benefits and money saving there for people as well.
Yeah, absolutely, because basically Grander in Australia has been in sewage plants and systems, wastewater systems and abattoirs and things like this.
Yeah.
The beauty we find on a home with a Grander unit, whether it's a rainwater tank or whether it's your home, if you've got a septic tank and you've got grey water, the biggest problem with those septic tanks and grey water is really the smell.
Yeah.
You get huge smells and it lingers between neighbours and things like that.
Sure.
But we also have to find that we use a lot of chemical to clean out the pipes and those sorts of things, and this is just eliminated virtually.
Right.
The smells are not eliminated, but they're absolutely livable.
Right.
You know, there's just no way. Grey water, as anybody with grey water realises, they have a flush system into the garden or into the ground or into the lawn. This is a smell problem as well. When you find it's granded, the smell is reduced dramatically.
Yeah, right.
So we're also saving money, like I said, on the chemicals and things like that. But not only that, on your the clean out of the septic tank, which has to happen periodically. But you find that you just don't get the build up because the biologics is cleaning the septic tank, and that's a huge thing.
Yeah. So it's amazing, isn't it? It all comes back to the biologics of the water and the structure of the water, and the bacteria is eating a lot of that up, obviously, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And it just creates a decent sort of a waste product, and that could just flow out onto a nice veggie garden, even if that was the setup.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that typically when you get those severe smells, it's because it's what we call anaerobic.
Right.
Anaerobic bacteria are only about 45% efficient at eating up matter,
Yep.
pollutant in other words, where aerobic bacteria is 91% efficient. So you can imagine the change.
Big difference.
A big difference. Now this happens in your bodies, it happens in the atmosphere, it happens everywhere. It's no different. Nature only makes one rule.
Yeah.
It doesn't alter that rule. If this is true, then this is true, then this is true. And it's very important that we start to understand the biologics, the oxygen content, the whole thing that Grander discovered 40 years ago, where other now professors like Pollock and those sort of professors now are starting to really understand that this is not just a simple matter of aeration or filters or changing. It's about biologics.
Right.
Much simpler.
Gee, the oxygen must play some form of part in that to do what it's doing. You know, it's the water comes through the house, it treats everybody, it goes in our bodies. You know, I'm drinking Grander water, never been so fit in all my life, and it seems to be going all the way through to the septic tank. You know. Absolutely.
So, but it only doesn't go there. It also goes further than that. So when you're on town water with sewage, that sewage ends up in some cases in the sea.
Understand.
It continues to have an ongoing effect, if you like. It continues to do this, and we have to be very mindful of this, because the more chemical we put into those wastewaters, the less aerobic bacteria, because chemical is not conducive with aerobic bacteria to the extent that people may assume it is.
Understand. Gee, it's a shame every house doesn't have a Grander product on it. Even all the homes nowadays in our suburbs that are connected to the deep sewage and the government sewage and this sort of things. If all of that water, if everyone had a Grander and all of that water flowed through, all of their septic systems would be much, much better. Get rid of the chemical, biologics cleaning the whole lot up, and then when they recycle it and they pump it underground, it would be a far better quality water going down.
We can't say we get rid of all the chemical,
Yeah.
but any reduction in chemical
Yeah.
would help the biologics.
Right.
You know, bacteria don't like chemical.
No, they don't. Let's see, just kill the good stuff.
That's it. So basically, what bacteria want is aerobic conditions,
Right.
oxygen.
Right.
Yeah?
Cool, cool.
And so basically, this has a huge flow-on effect, a big flow-on effect.
Nice.
Not only through your bodies, but also through the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And this is now starting to become more and more understood, if you like.
Yeah.
But we need to.
Yeah.
We need to environmentally to make
Understand.
sure we understand it. Yeah.
Well, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. That's it, folks. So if you're able to get Grander on your home, it's just got so many benefits that go past your health, past the home of the health, all the way to the yard, the garden, and then even for the world and in our country, the wastewater coming off your property could be a lot better if it was treated with Grander as the water's actually coming into your property. So thanks very much for that. That's fantastic. And take a look, folks. Let us know if it can help you in any way. Thank you very much.